Guilty. Tonight, Hiawatha Robinson is a convicted murderer. A jury decided today that he sodomized and killed his 8-year-old daughter, Hiawayi Robinson, in 2014.
They often say that blood relations are stronger than anything else. But what would drive a father to commit an unthinkable act against his own child? Or could it be a tragic case of mistaken suspicion? Today, we're diving into the case of Hiawayi Robinson, an 8-year-old girl from Prichard, Alabama, whose death shook an entire community and still raises questions to this day. Was her father truly guilty, or was there more to this story that the world missed? Let's get into it. Hiawayi Robinson was just 8 years old, excited about her upcoming birthday. On September 16th, 2014, she was walking home from her school bus in Prichard, Alabama, with her cousin, just like any other day. She chatted with her grandmother, Merlene Robinson, about her birthday, full of excitement and energy, before heading over to her cousin's house to spend time with her father, Hiawatha Robinson. Pause for a moment and imagine being 8, getting off your school bus, chatting about your birthday, and never knowing today will be your last day alive.
These pictures from the final hours of Hawaii's life. Surveillance video showing her leaving the Best Future convenience store and walking around the building. Authorities say additional video shows the 8-year-old getting into a vehicle.
Around 4 p.m., things took a dark turn. Hiawayi was seen on surveillance entering a convenience store alone for several minutes. Let me ask you, would you let your 8-year-old walk into a convenience store alone? This detail caught my attention, and it may have contributed to what happened next. When she didn't return, her grandmother grew worried, contacting Hiawayi's mother, Yosha Populous, and then the police. The news spread quickly, and neighbors began searching the apartment complex, but she was nowhere to be found. Over the next 2 agonizing days, the community held onto hope. They found items like a Hello Kitty shirt, white jeans, and a bracelet, but no sign of Hiawayi herself. On September 18th, 2014, a city worker discovered Hiawayi's body in a pile of trash near Rebel Road. The autopsy revealed positional asphyxiation as the cause of death and determined she had been sexually assaulted. Her arms and legs were found in the shape of a 7, her pants and underwear around one ankle, with the rest of her body bare. Investigators discovered hair beads, duct tape, zip ties, and even an inverted cross near her body. It's chilling, and let's take a moment to remember that this was an 8-year-old child who deserved so much more. The investigation quickly turned towards Hiawayi's father, Hiawatha Robinson. Surveillance from the convenience store captured a maroon Chevy Tahoe that matched his vehicle. Investigators discovered that Hiawatha had previously worked at a building on the same lot where Hiawayi's body was found, and the property owner was a friend of his. Doesn't that feel suspicious? Let me know what you think in the comments. The FBI executed a search warrant at the home of Hiawatha's girlfriend, where they found surveillance showing him leaving around 3:20 p.m. and returning at 7:01 p.m. He was seen removing 2 pieces of clothing from his Tahoe and placing them inside. They also found hair samples, gloves in a cooler, NyQuil, alcohol bottles, candy wrappers, and various tools when they searched his mother's house and vehicle. Hiawatha's calm demeanor during his FBI interview was described as unusually calm by agents, raising further suspicion. Despite all these suspicious details, the DNA evidence was inconclusive. Hair samples collected from the scene couldn't be definitively matched to Hiawatha, and exposure to the elements may have compromised them. This is a crucial point. No direct DNA evidence tied Hiawatha to the crime. Does that mean he was innocent, or was he just lucky? During the trial, Hiawatha's defense argued the crime scene looked ritualistic due to the inverted cross and body positioning, suggesting it could be tied to a cult. They also painted a negative picture of Hawaii's mother, claiming multiple men came around the home where marijuana and alcohol were present, and that Hawaii often went unsupervised. Hawaii's teacher testified that she was usually enthusiastic and social but seemed subdued the day she disappeared, bringing an expensive designer purse to school. Family members described the environment at Yosher's residence as chaotic, with adults smoking, gambling, and drinking around children. On the 5th day of trial, Hiawatha collapsed in court from stress. When the trial resumed, prosecutors argued he unintentionally killed his daughter. He was ultimately convicted of felony murder and sentenced to 100 years in prison.
The people who live the closest to the place where 8-year-old Hiawayi Robinson's body was found are the most conflicted about the murder trial into her death.
Conflicted, that's a good word.
I never thought he did it. And to me, it was just a lot of circumstantial evidence.
Kind of mixed up on it. Sometimes it looks like he's guilty and sometimes it does not. It kind of leaves me wondering. And I worry about them not having the evidence of things which one time they said that they had.
In 2015, Alabama passed the Hiawayi Robinson Emergency Missing Child Alert System Act to speed up alerts for missing children. Many criticized authorities for not issuing an Amber Alert when Hiawayi was reported missing because her case did not meet the criteria. This new law ensures alerts go out if a child may be in immediate danger, potentially saving lives. Where do we even begin with this case? Who am I to judge who is truly guilty or innocent? It's a case filled with inconsistencies, suspicions, and heartbreak. On one hand, the father's vehicle was at the store, and he let his child go in alone. He was unaccounted for between 3:20 p.m. and 7:01 p.m. He worked near the lot where her body was found and appeared calm during questioning. On the other hand, there was no direct DNA evidence, and the chaotic environment at Hawaii's mother's residence opened the possibility of other suspects. Was Hiawatha Robinson truly guilty, or was this a rush to judgment by a community desperate for justice? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think Hiawatha Robinson was guilty, or is there reasonable doubt here? Do you believe the justice system handled this case correctly? What would you have done differently in the investigation? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this case interesting and want more deep dives into true crime cases, be sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you never miss a case. Remember, stay safe. Thank you for spending time with me today. Rest in peace, Hiawayi Robinson. Your story will not be forgotten.